Can we talk about this later? I'm trying to make a video. I haven't done, even done my vlog today. I know. We still have to get the prize package together for Three Ball Josh. What I'm saying is, I don't think it's appropriate that I go into a porn shop. Well, hey everybody, it's Mum by Doug. Why don't you grab yourself a piping hot cup of coffee? I just brewed it. 9:46 on Friday night, brewing coffee. But we just got home, so. Well, someone posted a video yesterday or maybe the day before, and I think it was called Funeral Laws or something like that. It was one of the big partner YouTuber people, and I won't mention their name. I'm not trying to get, publicity. Zipster08. Excuse me. I'm not going to say who it was or anything, but they posted a video about funeral stuff. And one of the things that you don't know about me, because I've never mentioned in a video, is that I worked, I had one video that kind of said what I did for work, but one of the things that I used to specialize in, and still do to some extent, is pre-need funeral insurance. So I have quite a background in the funeral industry, indirectly, but in the funeral industry nonetheless. I used to audit prepaid funeral contracts and so forth, and the people that I communicated with every day was, funeral directors. So I have a lot of information stored up here about funerals and funeral merchandise and that whole industry. So the video that was posted, and I'm not going to post this as a response to it or anything, but the one that was posted was about strange funeral laws, and then, this person said something about doesn't matter if you're buried in a cardboard box. I'm not quoting. This is just like stuff I remember. And then Ricochet41 also did a video about the same kind of topic and talking about how burying someone in a cardboard box was disrespectful and stuff. Here's my whole take on this, and I did a couple of comments on Ricochet's video, and I'm going to go ahead and post his link over that way. And that way you can check out what he said in his most recent video, something about cardboard casket. I think funeral merchandise and caskets and whether or not you're buried, embalmed, and, have that kind of a service, or if you're cremated and scattered or stored in an urn, that to me is just an extremely personal choice. I've already decided what I'm going to have done, as has Darla. We've both elected to be cremated when we die, and I haven't really talked about what we want done with our ashes, but I can tell you that, I've mentioned this multiple times. Darla's mom and dad and my dad all died in the last 4 years, so we've had to deal with the funeral stuff quite a bit on a personal level in the last few years. And all three of our parents that have died were cremated. And my mom is still living happy, healthy, and all that, and she will also be cremated one day when she dies. Basically, we have the ashes to Darla's parents in our spare bedroom, and they're stored in a really nice cherry wood. It's called an urn, but it really looks more like a cherry wood, like maybe a jewelry box if you weren't sure what it was. And it has both sets of ashes. There are two different compartments and stuff. My dad's ashes were stored in a really nice urn. It looked like a men's jewelry box, and it had the 23rd Psalm, I think. No, it had something burned into the top of it. My mom still has it at her house. The ashes aren't in it anymore. We took his ashes earlier this year and scattered them. I won't say where. But we went as a family, me, Darla, Kaya, my mom, and my brother. We all went out in the middle of the night to one of our favorite family vacation places and scattered them, and it was actually quite therapeutic. I don't know if therapeutic is the word, but it was really a neat thing to do, because for the first time in several years we felt like we were, all there together again. So yeah, you can do things like that with ashes. You can pay someone to have them scattered from a helicopter over mountains, or all kinds of different things. We chose to do it ourselves. And like I said, I'm not going to say where we did it because we didn't seek approval or anything like that. But yeah, so I think that's all a real personal choice. I don't blame anybody for wanting to be buried. I don't blame anybody for wanting to be cremated. I think you just have to pick that out on your own. I'll tell you what my reasons are for wanting to be cremated. And this is, again, this is just my personal reasons and my personal choices. Everybody will have a different one, and that's perfectly fine, and I respect everyone's choice. But for me personally, I feel like when I die, whether that's tonight in the middle of the night or 50 years from now or whenever it is, once I die, I really do believe that what's left is here on earth is just my body, and I don't think there's any meaning to it after that as far as my body goes. And so for me the logical thing is just to do the simplest, to me the most conservative thing, which is to dispose of it in a way that is inexpensive and can be, pretty much eco-friendly and all of that. So, and I'm not like a tree hugger or anything, but I just can't envision myself preserving my body, which I'm not in love with anyway. And once I'm not in it anymore, I really could care less what anybody does with it. But I can't see myself trying to preserve it so that it can be buried inside of a sealed casket and or a sealed vault. You can get a casket and vault that will protect your body from decay and decomposition for a long, long, long time. And for me, I just think, for what? Why would I want that done with my body that is no longer being used? And then the expense associated with a funeral like that is just thousands. I mean, you buy a used car for what you spend on a funeral like that. And it just doesn't interest me in the least. I believe that we all have souls, and our souls are going to be somewhere else after those souls leave our body. So anyway, this may be a deep vlog for me, but just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was an interesting topic. Go check out Ricochet41. His link is over there. And yeah. Until next time, this is Mumbai Doug reminding you, don't buy the do-it-at-your-home embalming kit. It does not work very well. I tried it.